Hi everyone, welcome back to our practical how-to series. Today we'll be discussing how to give negative feedback. Before that, a disclaimer. All views expressed are my own and do not necessarily represent the views of any organization I am affiliated with other than JNF Coaching. So negative feedback, the first key thing in order to sort of like get through or get a meeting that is successful, we need to improve our mindset and tone. First of all, we need to understand that as managers, it's not about you, right? How you come out of this meeting, whether they like you or not, is irrelevant. What's needed is action items on how to prevent the same situation from happening again, or basically how we can improve the team by improving the team members. So again, take out your idea in terms of your ego, in terms of how it'll get affected by the end of the meeting. So it's not about you. Two, understand that you and your team members are a team, right? You have a common goal that allows you to look at the team member a little bit differently. Also, it takes out the idea of, this, or the possibility, minimizes the possibility of this becoming something confrontational. Why? Because now you and they want the same thing, right? And it's really about devising a plan on how to get there. So the meeting starts, the first thing you want to do is to restate that. One, you guys are a team. Two, what you want is to improve the team, and you will do so by supporting the members, which essentially supports the team, right? Get everybody on the same page, understand that this is really how everybody feels about this meeting. Two, afterwards, go through it like your regular technical project. State the problem, cite specific examples, define what needs to happen and what actually happened, right? So this will focus on the actual incident, understand what's controllable, and therefore not focus on a specific person, right? You may focus on the specific person's action, but we need to understand why they did it. And therefore, we'll be able to later on change the response given the same triggers. Okay. Next is perform post-mortem. Ask each and every person who is involved in the incident why it happened, right? And then ask them what can be done to prevent it from happening again. This essentially is a brainstorming session. Why? One, why it happened. You see every point of view. You get more opinions on the possible causes, and therefore, when you devise a plan, you take all of that in consideration, right? The more inputs you get, the better chances of you implementing a solution that sticks. Continuing with the brainstorming, do a 360 planning. Since now you have an idea on like, okay, this is the plan, this is what we need to do in case of the same thing happening again, right? You need to ask what is needed for the plan to be successful, okay? What do they need so that they're able to do what they say, what you guys agreed to needs to be done? What are the risks of the plan and how to mitigate them, right? So once you have this, it becomes more of a practical project rather than more of an emotional situation, right? This now becomes a specific checklist. What are the risks? Okay, how do we know that the risks are there? How do we mitigate them? So it's more of a mental exercise rather than an emotional. So once you have all that documented and everything, assign action items. What do people need to do going forward, or what do people need to do in preparation of the incident happening again, right? So those are the action items for them. The only action item for the manager is, what the team says when you ask them, what support do you need from me, right? Because your job is to support them, to give them what they need to do their jobs best. Their action items is now their job. So support them, ask them what support they need, and follow through, right? So if you follow this step-by-step plan, you leave the meeting or the conversation with action items. People feel more empowered. People have a sense of direction. It is not a blaming game, and and it has a higher probability of them looking at this as a group exercise or team improvement, right? So if you're still concerned about how you look, whether they like you or not, it'll be the same reaction as to you leading them through a technical exercise. It's not about you. You just facilitated the conversation, and which is exactly what you need to do. And just to underline the importance of this, right? Providing negative feedback is essential because that's the plug to stop the leak. You want to sort of like stop the bad habits right away. You need to make sure that if people feel unsupported, understand what's going on, that you sort of like improve the process where you can. So this is really one of the most important things that a manager or project manager can do in support of the team. Okay, that's it. Thank you, good luck. And if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Good luck, have a good one, bye.